very much, everybody. And if I don't forget, thank you for all you do for scouting. It's greatly appreciated. And the things that you do now are going to have an impact on our scouts 20 and 30 years from now. So just remember, you're planting some great seeds. So thank you for all that you do. Okay, Darius.
Thank you, Bruce. So what I'm handing out now is actually what will go home with parents, what they will get when they show up to the sign-up nights. So I'm gonna pass one around on this side as well as one on this side, so you can take it. It's hot off the printer today. I literally grabbed it while they were putting them together. So there's that. I'm not going to, I want to be done hopefully by 8 o'clock. That's my challenge. So I'm gonna get through this thing pretty quickly. Most of you have been through recruitments before. How many people have been through recruitment? So that I'm not, okay. So I don't have to go through everything that is in this presentation, but I do want to hit the high points, and I am going to take a minute and go down the list of schools that have confirmed as of now. Please keep in mind that principals are incredibly busy this time of year, and so we're having to reach out 5, 6, 7, 8 times before we can get a commitment. So for some of them, it is taking a little bit longer. So fall recruiting is the foundation of a strong pack or troop. If the pack isn't recruiting well, guess what's going to happen to the troop? Eventually it's going to die. So we try to do our best to come out, go into schools, every school possible, so that you guys can have a good, strong foundation. All right, I'm going to move along here. So we all know when these take place. Generally, right after the start of school is when we like to do them. You know, albeit some of these are actually pushed back a little bit further due to, you know, staffing and that sort of deal. Our goal this year is to have all schools recruited by September 20th. That's when we want to have each of our schools done. And I know for some, it does deal, you get into popcorn and that sort of deal, but it's much earlier than it was last year. Last year, we were way over into October. So we're trying to, you know, be a little bit better, you know, trying to work around, you have schedules and that sort of deal. So I'll move right forward. I don't have to go through that. All right, so who are we targeting? Most times we're targeting moms. What are they looking for? A safe environment, their kids to be emotionally healthy, prepared for real life skills and values, and they want to experience activities with their children. They are sometimes a bit skeptical and question marketing. They don't have a lot of time. You guys can attest to that. You don't have a lot of time. They worry about their kids, and COVID made it worse. They don't sometimes have a relationship with scouting in their families. Questions mom have about scouting. Will my child be safe? Is scouting relevant anymore? Is it for families like mine? We all know that the ideas of scouting program teachers are timeless. Scouting deals respect for others, character, physical fitness, and leadership, and so much more. Will our kids get exposure to new things and opportunities? Scouting is all about that. Can girls join? Absolutely. We had that question that come up at our committee meeting last year. Well, what if a sister comes? Can they? Absolutely. We will sign up the sister as well. Okay. How do you know something worked? You measure it. How many of you have social media pages, Facebook and that sort of deal? Do you post information regarding to sign up and that sort of thing? Sometimes, I know for some units, they actually go out and boost posts and that sort of thing. We do it on the council level. We do geofencing. So leading up to your sign up nights, if you're on Facebook and that sort of thing, and you are part of that target audience, generally it's around 25 to 49 or so. You should be getting those maybe once or twice leading up to the school nights. I know Miss Catherine got some last year where we had some information on it that was incorrect, and she called me, so trust me. We do send those. Also, one of the other things that we do supply leading up to school nights are yard signs. Do you guys, do you prefer having yard signs? Do you feel as though they work? I can assure you that they do. And the reason why I tell you is that parents will forget. They are busy. And so having that yard sign, it could be the day of the recruitment, and they've forgotten about it, and then they see it. Oh yes, I was planning on going to that. And so generally we try to put them in a place where, it's visible for car riders and that sort of thing. So where they'll spend the most time. Normally right as you're going into and as you're coming out of the school line. And of course we do flyers, rallies, and that sort of things in school. Who has QR codes for their units? I know there are some units that, Sean does. There are school units that have those. By all means, use those. Who has updated their Beal Scout pins within the last 6 months? I saw some hands going down. Update those. Update those. You do not know how often, when parents come, when I get leads for parents, most of the time, they'll come via email, and guess where I send them to? I send them to bealscout.org, and I tell them to click on, if they're in Cabot, I'm telling them to go to Pack 201, go to Pack 205. Whatever information you have, as little or as much information, that's what they're going to see. So a lot of times when you get a request more information rather than an apply down, it's because they're looking for a little bit more. So putting a meeting time, meeting location, hey, we're going on this many cap outs, that sort of deal. It doesn't hurt, especially this time of year when parents are, go ahead.
Do we update that through beascout.org, or do we update that through MyScout?
Good thing that you asked. You go through my.scouting.org.
Okay.
And so you should be able to go to, I haven't looked at it from a leader perspective, but I believe you should. Do you guys have organization manager?
It's a key 3.
Yeah.
Key 3? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's where you'll go and update that information. Yeah, so I would suggest, someone who's going, and it doesn't have to be the Cub Scout leader, it has to be someone registered with the unit. That's the only way that it'll allow you to select that person, and their contact information will be there. So whoever, if you designate someone that's responsible for, recruitment in your unit, by all means put them on there. Please keep in mind they may get 2 phone calls, they may get 5 leading up to the sign-up night. So utilize those, it's very important. All right, talked about Facebook, that sort of deal. Boosie, talked about all of that. See, I told you I'm trying to get through this extremely quickly. All right, so conducting a joint Scout Night event. What are the things that you need? Volunteers from your units. That is extremely important. And I'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a second. Promoting in schools in your community. We kind of help out with that one. We help out quite a bit. Encourage all of your Scout families to invite at least one new member to the unit. Do you guys do that?
Yeah.
I was hoping to hear a few more yeses. But so encourage your kids in your units. Bring a friend. Yeah, bring a friend. It works. Collect contact information from all attendees. So we get all of that information here. When you leave your sign-up nights, be sure that you take a copy of one of these home with you. Guess what? There's going to be at least one parent at every school that tries to slip out of the door with the application. But guess what? You had them to sign in already. So at the end of the night, you had 20 people to sign in, but you only took home 15 youth applications. So guess what? You got some homework to do. Call those parents, see what, why is it that they didn't sign up? Was it something that was said? Maybe they were looking for a little more information. By all means, give them a phone call. Be friendly, explain Scouting, and don't use the lingo. I have this very bad. Scouting has a whole bunch of information. We could probably have a dictionary with all of the language that we use that, your ordinary family doesn't understand. So try to keep it simple. Show up in uniform. Have your younger Scouts to open the doors. Do you guys do that? Some of them, she is shaking their head. I've been to some of your schools, and yes, you do. I know that 295 does. I've been there. But yeah, it sets a good tone for the parent when the kids are actually doing that. Collect completed signed applications and fees. On the night of sign-ups, please have a member of your Key 3 there. They are the only people that can sign those youth applications. Trust me, if Jessica gets the application, she is going to look at it, and if Tim signed it and he's not a part of Key 3, Pack 24's Key 3, guess what she's going to tell me to do? Go back and get it signed by the right person. So have a member, if you can, have a member of your Key 3 at the sign-up night so they can actually sign it. Or if not, try to get to the office as soon as possible to get that done. Follow up with new families. The number one reason why families don't return to a meeting the next week, most of the time they either lost the information or somebody didn't reach out to them. So always do that. Make sure that they have it. Take a picture of the sign there, that sort of deal. All right. What we strongly suggest when speaking with parents, have at least one or two leaders there to play games with the pool. We're going to pull the kids aside, hopefully, if your unit has enough volunteers to be able to pull this off. Pull the kids aside, play a simple game with them, something about 25, 30 minutes. Give us enough time to actually speak with the adults. The adults can, concentrate a little bit more, hear a little bit more. They're not, tapping the kid the whole time saying, please be quiet, please sit down, that sort of deal. In the event that you do not have someone there, we will have coloring sheets, scouting themed coloring sheets. That's the best we can do when it's just one of us. So we will have those on hand as well, but try to pull them aside. And then also, there's just one more thing to let the parents know, wow, this group is organized. And I'm a parent, I have 2 boys, and I greatly appreciate having a break. I don't care if it's 10 minutes from them from time to time. So try to do that. Recruit your older scouts. Do any of your troops actually help with your sign-ups?
Yeah, we got 2, but they've got younger siblings who's cut, so it works out perfectly.
Right. Guess what? Troops, you may not benefit from it the night of, but in 2 or 3 years, guess what? They'll be your scouts. Have those older scouts there to actually help with it. Trust me, it doesn't hurt. It will not hurt at all. We talked about sign-up sheets. One of the main things that I can encourage you to do after the sign-up night is to follow up. Follow up. I'm going to briefly go along because we have something that we got to do. All right, parent handouts. I've been to several of your schools. You come with the calendar. Do that again this year. That's just one more thing to let the parents know, okay, this is, they are organized. This is what I can look forward to going forward. So if you have your calendars ready, if it needs to be printed, let me know in enough time, because mind you, I'm, all day, all week, I'm in schools. So give me enough time to get those printed. That way we can have them available for you in the event that you can't print them yourself. So try to take those as well. Sorry about that. Membership fees, what is it going to cost? So $141. Most of you know the membership change that just took place August 1st. So if you sign up on August 15th, you'll pay $141, and you've never been a part of Scouting. A new kid never been a part of Scouting, so get that in your mind. You'll pay $141, and you'll be registered from August 15th, 2023 until August 15th, 2024. So at that particular time, when that kid, registration is expiring, they'll be getting emails leading up to that where the parent actually has to go in and basically renew that kid. That makes sense? So instead of us doing prorated, fees for now and trying to figure out, okay, well, Pack 24 recharters in August, so it's going to be this much, that sort of deal. Now, everyone, no matter when you join, you'll just, expire a year from that date. So it's $141 that night. I have heard talks about it being a little bit less. The council giving a discount. Trust me, I'll let you know as soon as that is, firm and in concrete on paper. Anyway, so, but I have heard talks about it being $125. So just to kind of even it out just a little bit more, make it a little bit more affordable. In the event that you have a parent the night of that comes with 3 kids, want to sign all 3 kids up, trying to, pay, $141, 3 times, roughly about $423 is expensive. So in the event that you have that, the council does offer scholarships. Now, at the beginning of the meeting, your presenter, or you in some cases, it is best for you to get up and say, hey, look, for everybody, we do have scholarships available, 50% off. Guess what? Everyone is going to come up to you and say, hey, I need a scholarship. I need help. So that will be done on a case-by-case basis. I have had to give those at schools, that sort of deal. At the end of the day, we don't want to turn a scout away. We don't want to turn a kid away. And so we do have money set aside to be able to help with those things. And generally, it's up to 50%. If we need to go a little bit further, then we can talk about that as well. But ideally, we do want, every kid that comes to actually sign up. Yes, sir.
How is all this gonna impact recharter in February, or in January, whenever it is?
In terms of the new,
Well, I mean, you've got some scouts that are on February to February year. And
Yeah.
You've got some scouts that are on an August to August year.
yeah. So what I have
How's it gonna work?
what I have been told is that when you do your typical recharter like you normally would, you would deal. Those kids will still be on there, and it's more so just an approval. You don't necessarily have to pay for them.
But come to the November Pinnacle Summit, because it's all about rechartering.
Something that would make this real simple, though, Darius, would be that when we recharter,
Mm-hmm.
have everybody pay to August, and you got everybody on the same year system. And
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
You have them pay a part of a year, August 15th or whatever,
But
and then everybody pays at the same time.
Right,
You're gonna-
right.
It's gonna be really crazy trying to, you owe money. but
Well,
you-
of course, it's being done at a national level,
Yeah.
so they're got their plan, but yeah.
It is very good, actually. Go ahead, Larry.
The other thing, Bill, if they join in February, it's gonna be the same problem.
February to February.
February to February. If you-
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, you get everybody on the
But
same
I'm saying
side.
if you got somebody who joins in April, it's gonna be
Yeah.
April. So I mean,
It'll always throw it off,
It's always
yeah.
gonna be on the anniversary date
So is
of
it
when
down the
they
road,
start.
we won't have to do anything recharge, because everybody's gonna be on.
That's
the same
what I'm.
yeah, that's the
They
idea.
make their own.
You're just checking to make sure they're actually still your group.
Recharter just becomes a snapshot of.
Yeah.
Who's registered?
I've got a unit, I've got some members, we did the thing, and then you go on to
Yeah.
the next year, and everybody's membership is their own.
Ideally, they're trying to simplify it, but it's going to be rough starting out. I'll be honest. So be patient with us, and we don't have a lot of information on that. National just announced, so that's pretty much what we know now. All right. On the night of, if you have a returning scout, it is $116 instead of $141. They won't pay the new member joining fee. So,
What's the criteria for that? What do you mean?
if they've ever been registered in Scout,
Ever?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I was like, what's the criteria for that to make sure?
All right, so I've gone through that. Do we have any questions so far in regards to anything we've discussed?
There is.
Yes, sir.
So if you had a kid that was a Cub Scout, and then that kid was inactive for 2 years, let's just say for an example,
Uh-huh.
then they come to join the troop.
Mm-hmm.
So would they would not have to pay that $25 due because they've been a Cub Scout 2 years ago.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you've been in the program and it is you do not pay. If you have a member ID, if you had one at some point, you do not pay the new member joining fee. All right, so I'm going to pause and I'm going to go through a sign up right quick. I'm going to be brief because you all have seen these before.
There is, do they get boys' life with that or not?
They do not.
Okay.
Boys Life is $15.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Boys Life is $15. All right, so pretend you guys are new parents to join Scout Night sign up. Me and Mr. Zach are going to go through this really briefly, and just so everyone is on the same page. This message is going to be the same throughout every school that you go to. Follow the script and, just stick with it. Don't try to deviate from it, that sort of thing. All of the information that you need is in here. So, welcome to Cub Scouting. We're glad you are here. My name is Darius Peoples, and I'm going to be your MC for tonight's meeting. Assisting me tonight is our Cub Master, Mr. Zach Taylor, who will share some important information with you about your next meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, you did that. All right. So, at this particular time, we're going to ask Mr. Stephen, would you please grab the scouts, take them outside, play an activity with them while we discuss things with the parents. Mr. Stephen left. All right. So, how many of you here tonight have ever been involved in scouting? Okay, we got a few. All right, that's great. So for those of you who are new to Cub Scouts, let me take a few moments to tell you what it's all about. The Cub Scouting is a part of the Boy Scouts of America and is designed for all youth in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. It has several benefits. Among them are character building, citizenship training, family togetherness, and above all, it is fun. A Cub Scout is separated into smaller grade-specific groups called dens. So kindergarten, lions; 1st grade, tigers; 2nd grade, wolves; 3rd grade, bears; 4th, webelos; 5th, arrow of life. Trust me, I do not expect for you to remember any of that. You'll become more familiar with it when you actually get in your dens. Each den has an adult volunteer called a den leader and meets once a week. These meetings are held at a place and time that is agreed upon by the den leader, its pack, and its members. What do parents want out of Cub Scouting? They want to bring their family together, to see their child develop and grow, help their children master new skills, and make new friends. Den and pack meetings accomplish all of these goals. Of course, what the kids want is simple. They want to simply have fun. In Scouting, you would definitely do that. We have 2 goals tonight, and they are very simple. First, we will complete and submit our new Cub Scout registrations and assure that you have the details of your next meeting. At this time, I would like to allow Mr. Zach to share some important information with you. Mr. Zach.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Pack 10. My name is Zach Taylor, and I serve as the Cub Master. I want to thank each of you for coming tonight, and I look forward to getting to know each of you more. Our next meeting will be at Pinnacle Church on August the 15th at 6 p.m. We will meet weeklies on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. as well. We're looking forward to a fun-filled year, and we have lots of great things planned. Feel free to take a look at our calendar. We have provided for you so that we may begin to plan your schedules. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zach. Can we give Mr. Zach a round? Good deal. So remember that we've actually taken the time to actually write it on their sign over there. Before you leave, take a picture of it. Don't rely on you to remember that piece of paper that you actually wrote on. Take a picture of that so you have it in your phone. So one of the things that parents always ask, okay, uniforms. I see you guys in uniforms. Do I need to run to the scout shop and purchase a uniform? If you feel the need and the desire to have your kid dressed in scouting attire from head to toe, by all means do that. But what are the things that are most important if you want to actually, have your kids in something? So your shirt is extremely important. Your neckerchief helps to identify. Miss She actually has on a neckerchief now it's part of something else, and parents will discuss this with you a little bit later at some point. Foot badge. So neckerchiefs actually help to identify what den your kid is in. The belt, so your kid can actually, display the belt loops that they have earned. Those are the things that are most important. If you want to get the cute socks, by all means, go and get the socks as well. So, right now, what we are going to do is get you registered. The yearly fee for scouting is $141 per youth. Once you register your child this evening, they will be registered until August 10th of 2024. If your child has been involved in scouting at any time in the past, then your fee tonight will be $116. You do not have to pay the $25 new member fee that is included in that price. We have the ability this evening to accept cash, check, and card payments. If you are paying by check, you can make that out to the BSA. As soon as you have completed your child's application, you may visit with me at the back door. And once we have verified everything is correct and we have collected your fees, you are free to leave. But before you leave, please ensure that you have the information for the next meeting. Remember to attend the first meeting on August 15th at 6 p.m. at Pinnacle Church. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We look forward to working with you, seeing you. We look forward to your kids actually developing through the program and advancing. Thank you so much. You all have a great evening. Most of your time should be parents actually filling out applications. I mean, the intent there, they come there, you've gone places, whether it be it football practice or anything, but on the first night of, same way you go to, parent-teacher orientation, that sort of deal. You go there to figure out who your kid's homeroom teacher is. There may be some other things that you want to see, but ultimately, you don't go there to stay an hour and 30 minutes. You go there to get what you need to do, find out what you need to do, and go. Same thing parents want to do the night of joint scouting night. They want to get the information and go home. They have to go home, cook, get the kids ready for bed, get ready for work tomorrow. So I think we did that in roughly about 20, 25 minutes. It'll take you some time to settle kids down. I don't think it took that long, actually. But I try to keep it as brief as we possibly can, but informative all the same. So that's what I wanted to kind of go through. Do we have any questions about that?
Was that a script you were reading, and was
Yes,
that script
sir.
available?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually edited this. This is like
Where will it be available?
2 years old. I will send it out. Yeah, it'll go out.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
You have a copy of that by any chance?
Yeah, where's that?
You'll get those at your sign-up nights.
Will
Yeah.
it be in our packets?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be in your packet, along with the packets that went around that the parents will get. So when your presenter comes to your school, they'll have all of this stuff with them, including the, what are those things? Poppers.
So, is the district providing a presenter for every join night?
So that is the plan. That is the plan. Mind you, we're running about 3 to 4 schools a night. So the district committee is involved with this process. Council staff is involved with trying to actually be at some of these schools as well. But if you look across the council, we're running sometimes about 20 schools a night. So in the event that we do have to reach out to a leader and say, hey, look, are you prepared? That's going to be the first thing. Do you feel comfortable doing? I don't want anyone to go to a school and they're not sure about what they're doing, or it's the first time you've ever done it, and you get hit with a question out of nowhere that you simply cannot answer. I would much rather have someone there who can help guide you through those types of scenarios.
How do we handle when a parent says it's
Thank
too
you.
far to come to the meeting? in
So-
that location, is there another hack?
Absolutely. So what you encourage that parent to do, what I would encourage them to do is go ahead, and I should have stated this a little bit sooner. You're going to have a parent there who's going to say, can I take this home? Do not let them take the application home. If they take it home, you will never see them again.
Yep. Nope.
I promise you. What you do is say, hey, look. So what I would like to do is go ahead and collect your application so that if in the case that you do decide to attend the next meeting, you are already covered on our insurance. If you take it home, you will not be. That is what you tell them. So if they want to join another unit, still the same thing. Have them to fill out the application. You can make a note on it, or who is ever there, and say, hey, look, okay, this parent is interested in Pack 55. This parent is interested in Pack 12. That sort of deal. That's a little bit closer. So what we will try to do, I'll try to do is gather a list of all of the organizations, all of the packs, and that sort of thing. But what I will count on is for you guys to send me those, where you meet and what time, because I may not have the most accurate information. So if you could send me, okay, I'm Pack 12, I meet on Tuesdays at 6:15. That'll help me out so that we can put all of those and we can include it in your packets.
for the schools, is there any instance where you send, say, more than one pack to one school if they're very close to each other? So that one meets on Monday and another meets on Tuesday, so that you can try to work together?
So absolutely, Pack 201 and Pack 205, they go to every school together in Capital. They attend every school together because one meets on Mondays, one meets on Tuesdays.
So can I just say I wanna go on the list for every school, or?
Yeah, so get with me and we'll definitely, we can definitely discuss it, absolutely.
What information is going home with the kids when you guys go into the schools, and what are the parents gonna come knowing? Are they gonna know the cost already, or are they gonna know?
Yes.
Can
What are
we,
they gonna take home?
are you
So-
going into the schools or are we going into the?
I'm going into the schools. Myself, yeah, we're going into each and doing the rallies. So the day before the sign-up night, which when I mentioned the popping and I got some faces, what is the popping? So the day before the sign-up nights, we are going into the schools during the day and doing rallies to the schools that will allow us to do them. What is a rally? Okay, I'll do one real quick. Butch, don't laugh at me. All right. Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Darius. I'm with the Cub Scouts. I got a few questions for you. Who likes to go fishing? Who likes to go camping? Who likes to go hiking? Who likes to build a fire, roast marshmallows? Who likes to dig up worms? Who likes to eat worms? Hey, you can do all that with the Cub Scouts, boys and girls, but I need for you to do one important thing. Can you help me out? Can you help me out?
Yeah.
I need for you to go home today and I need for you to bug your parents or whomever you live with. Ask them to bring you to the school tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That's to the school tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Say it with me. To the school tomorrow at 6 o'clock. A little bit louder. To the school tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So I know that some of you, most of you are forgetful and you're going to forget that information as soon as I walk out of the room. But guess what? I have something to help you remember. You see this? This is a flyer. This is the most important information that you're going to receive today besides your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I need you to take this home. Give this to your parent as soon as you get home and say, I want to be a Cub Scout. I want to be a Cub Scout. So what time are we meeting?
6 o'clock.
There we go. Where?
At the school.
At the school. Thank you so much. And guess what? If you come out tomorrow, you get signed up, I am going to give you a free poppet. Who likes poppets? I had one kid told me they suck, but so that's the spiel. And we're literally going in classrooms, and it's about 2 minutes. We're hitting every classroom that we can, K through 5. They'll get the flyer, and that's pretty much all. And it'll have all of the information, cost, price, time, date.
If we're like, so I'm Sherwood, we
Uh-huh.
have 5 schools to pull from. If I give you a copy of our flyer, will you hand that out at the same time?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Absolutely. And check this, at any time during the year, you say, hey, look, we would like to possibly get a few more kids in with low on bears, that sort of thing. Would it be okay if we get some flyers, give to the school? We can do that at any time of the year. Just let us know. Just give us the information. We'll get them printed and get them to you.
Can we tag along?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're expecting a 5-year-old to bring a flyer home?
They take,
Oh, they do.
They take them home.
They do.
We used to get more families in school
Yeah.
with the
folders.
They get them in the folders.
Yeah.
They put them in the folders and that's.
Yeah.
They definitely come home.
One of the issues we ran into last year is we didn't get a list of schools you guys were going to until last minute.
Yeah.
So we didn't have, there were some schools we couldn't send somebody to because we didn't find out about it until they expired.
Yeah.
And then when we did get the list, we sent people there and no one showed up.
Yeah.
Like, the rallies weren't done, and so we felt like we were burned by district.
So, in the event, what typically happens, there are some schools, not every school will allow us to do a rally. I'll be, Pulaski County last year, there are a lot of schools that we couldn't get in, as well as Sherwood, those schools, we couldn't get in them. Trying to schedule them with principals, I mean, we depend on what the superintendent tells us. We meet with every superintendent during the summer prior to school. The superintendent tells us, hey, look, I'm going to send it out to all of my principals. They'll be expecting you to reach out. Sometimes that does not happen. And so we simply have to just depend on hopefully a good relationship with that principal that, you know, we've had over the years to allow us to come in this year. From Leslie Bottoms at Crystal Hill, she's now at Cato. No problems, but there are some principals that won't budge. But I'm finna actually go through the list here of the schools that are confirmed with the dates. That's what it is, so we're all on the same page right now. And we're still trying to confirm them.
Is there any way that you can make those dates and confirm into like a Google Doc that we could get to and say, hey, our school's here, our dates are on it?
Sign it.
So we have it. We have it. It is a working, live, hot document that I'm in 24/7. So I gave it out, I did give it out, and I went in the next morning, and guess what? Somebody had went in and did damage. So it is not, I'll try to send it out and just extract it and send it out as a regular Excel attachment versus what we actually use.
You can send it out as a PDF, and it freezes it at that time, and you put updated at what time.
Yeah.
And that way it freezes it right there at least.
But yeah, try to send it out live. It didn't work. It did not work. So I spent about 2 hours trying to go back in and adjust it.
Darius, you can also send out that Google document as view only.
Well, because I'm not the owner of the document, my boss is, and so when I go in and try to change and say send it out to you and say view only, guess what it does? Take away my permission as an editor. So that's the issue with it. So
But it is a PDF.
yeah.
How do they pay by credit card?
So what each presenter that is there, we have an app like most of you who were involved last year. Go payment, and we can give access to that where you can actually go in and collect the fees. What I'll do is have Mike, our program guy who kind of runs the actual Go payment thing, to put together like a brief tutorial. And it's really simple. You download the app on your phone. You can scan in the card. It doesn't work all of the time. It misses some of the information, but you can collect that information. It doesn't store it in your phone. You go in, you charge them one time, collect their name, and then what I try to do, like in the notes, is put the kid's name just to be able to match it up when we go in and pull that receipt and match it with the application. All right. So let's go through schools that have confirmed so far, principals that have confirmed so far. All right. Pine Forest has confirmed, and Ms. Lisa, we got some work to do on that in terms of, I called the library today, and I'll talk to you about it. But both, no, Pine Forest is okay. That's Mondale Charter, I'm sorry. So Pine Forest is August 24th. Give me a second here. Roberts is August 29th. Crystal Hill is August 29th. What school is I'm on? Jefferson is August 29th. That's you, Mr. Taylor. Yep. Southside is August 30th. Northside is August 30th. We're still waiting on West Side to confirm, Ms. Catherine and 201. East Side is August 30th. Cato, Mr. McAllister. Cato is August 31st.
August 31st?
Yes, sir. Williams is August 31st. McDermott and Brady are also August 31st. Magnus Creek is September the 6th. I wish all of our principals were like Kevin. I'm telling you, they're easy. Stagecoach is September 7th. Mountain Springs, September 7th. Central, September 7th. And then we have Maumelle Charter. Those are the schools that have confirmed as of yet. As well as, Terry. Terry has confirmed. You ready for the date?
Yes.
September 14th.
Thank you. Has Gibbs?
Not yet.
Do I need to probably reach out then? Okay.
And so these are all the schools. I'm gonna send this list out. I'm gonna extract this and send it out as a PDF. Because I know like today, Mr. Chilco say, hey, look, Lawson isn't on this list.
I didn't see Oak Brook on that list for sure, but last year I heard they were a hard no.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that's what if you were trying to get back.
It's on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, at the bottom.
Yeah.
So.
Gary, what about Plasky Academy?
PA will not be not.
Yeah, they're not.
Do we have an N? Do you have a parent possibly? Well,
We're there. Our kids are there, we help out with some stuff.
really?
Yeah. And I-
Okay, so I'll give you guys a call, and maybe we can get in and try to get them, because they had, over the last few years.
I loan generators to 2 teachers that lost their house, so.
Oh, okay.
So I said, I need a scouting and a Civil Air Patrol date. They said, you got it.
Okay, great.
We actively are trying to recruit Anthony.
Anthony's
out
good.
there, and you add him to the list that you're trying
It
to reach
should
out to.
be, hold on. It's on
Yeah,
here.
there it is.
Yeah.
So somebody.
No problem.
They have you.
Does somebody else have a question?
If we set up,
Immaculate.
if we set up an athletic session for, Indian Hills, will you guys show up to that?
Oh, yeah.
We have
So,
in for both schools.
I know they got a new principal. I can't think of her name.
Nicole Schaefer, so.
Miss Schaefer. I have reached out, phone calls, emails. I haven't gotten a response.
So we can probably set that up, so if we give you guys a date, can you guys support?
We'll try our best. If you look at this date here, let me see where I have Immaculate Conception at, because it is on the list. Give me 1 second.
So like Indian Hills, we have one of our, actually our
Right
community
in the
chairs,
middle.
one of the teachers at Indian Hills, and she's actually the parent action night, handing out stuff.
Okay, so these are the 2 dates. This is the date that I had for both schools, September 12th. Is it possible that you could get it for one of those dates?
Yeah, that'll probably be. Yeah,
For that date?
Yeah, we can probably work that.
And that way it'll still fall in line and I'm not having to go in and readjust and possibly, we're trying to do no more than 4 a night, if that makes sense, but still get them done by September 20th.
Do you have another one for August 31st already then? Because we have those 3 for our pack.
I'm on August 31st.
Yep, so that'll
You are?
be,
Cato.
yeah.
Cato's running.
Yeah,
on
that's the
31st.
4. Yeah.
So we have to pick a different night.
Go down.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Don't pick mine.
No, we're the other 3 on
And-
there.
and
That's
I'll-
why I was like, we're the other 3.
That,
I have a 4th school we need to go to.
I'll
but
share this
I
with
have
you.
to figure it out.
And I'll share this with you. So I got 2 email responses from principals saying, hey, look, I got your email. I'll respond to it tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, you just responded to this email. Why? Go ahead and confirm. And in the email, it literally asks you, let's see if it'll allow me to pull it up. But it asks you every bit of information that we actually need. If I can pull up one really quickly. So, this is the email. So these are the questions. How many students do you have? We like to send flyers home with the students. What would be a good day to do the route? Well, could we do it the day before the school? We would like about a minute or 2 per classroom. What would be the best time to come? Could we host a sign up the next night at 6 o'clock in the cafeteria? Please let me know if this will work for you. And they respond with our response.
if you can't get in contact with some of those, like the Anthony and the Forsyths, then will you let us know, because we'll try to get in.
Absolutely.
For different.
Yeah.
We're still trying to get in for the PTA and stuff like that, but we know the principal.
Are you trying to get into Anthony?
And if you got knowledge, you don't have to stick around. I want to make sure I went through this.
Because I have 2 students in my troop that
Thank y'all
go to
so much
the
for
Anthony,
coming.
and I was like,
Thank
do you
y'all.
just want their information?